guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and the Resources Soviet Republic. In the last episode, we kind of planned out this new aggregate unloading port to help support our coal industry. Now, I'll pause it because it's going to start snowing in a few days. What I've done in between episodes, I've kind of just done the terraforming, got rid of some of these internal island things over here. And I did think a little bit about whether this is going to have sufficient capacity to move things in and out. If we look at one of these guys, for instance, is it constantly moving? So let's just have a look. We have got stuff over here. We have workers in here. And what I'm trying to have a look at is this seems to be constantly moving on both sides, right? To try and accommodate what we're doing here, we need to be moving things in and out at the same time, I think, right? And I think that's the issue. What is our storage capacity internally here? We can store up to about 25 tons of each, so we could switch. But because we've got 4 of them, I am a little worried that that's not necessarily going to be a reasonable approach to it. So what I am wondering about, so that one that runs in that way, this one comes back this way, and then we can keep this one in place for feeding all of this up to about here somewhere. Then it feeds, well, this one goes out, so we'll need to kind of start a new one. So let's just quickly see if we have a potential opportunity to run a little something by here that's not gonna, that we can feed these guys into. And I guess the problem really is on this side here. So let's have a look. So feeding things in, right? Let's quickly just have a bit of a look at that. I just want to make sure we're kind of doing our best to make this work, right? Let's get rid of this path at the very least, because it's a little bit in the way here. So let's get rid of that path and then see if we could potentially move something by here. Now, if we were to go up, right, does that kind of get us? I mean, it does look to want to go over the top, right? Oh man, look at this. If we drop it down a little, oh yeah, that's still gonna work. Let's have a bit of a look here. We won't be able to get the road on that side, but maybe something like this will work. Now we'll have to get the road. We don't need to do that. We just wanted to. Let's flip it. Let's flip it around again, and we'll do something like this, right? Really, we want to be able to tie it in like so. So if we did that, oh, that's not gonna tie in. No way, that's gonna tie in. We need to move it a little bit forward. Sorry, I'm not going to do this the entire episode. I just want to check one thing, whether we can kind of squeeze a little something out this way. We would like the higher up one. So if we did this, right? Oh, that's actually not quite what I'm having in mind. And then the only thing that I'm missing now, and let me just see. So I can get this one to come in. This one want to grab us a bit of a. I mean, I guess this is not going to work, right? This is not even close to going to be able to work. If we just have to add the extra one, I mean, that's quite good. We want to make sure we get it nice and high, and we want to make sure that we're. Oh, that's an interesting one. We want to make sure that we're tying our road connection. We want to run it Oh, hang on. Hang on. Before I get distracted. This is loading in from this side because these guys are loading out from there and into there, right? So beyond that, I don't actually need this, right? So let's get rid of that one. We don't have to take that any further. And now what we need to do is we basically just need to tie in over here. Let's. So actually, in reality, if we can get something that actually works, but we're not going to be able to do that. So I'm guessing this side is a problem unless, let's hang on. One more check. If we were to do something like this, right? And we go up, down by one. This one, let's clear that one out. I guess that's not actually going to get all the way here, and this is one that gets multiple in. So I guess that one's not going to quite get to here. But let's just give it one more look like that, right? If we were to go up, I mean, we can get practically everything in here. Well, this is already there. All we need to do is run this guy over there. Okay, so if I were to, let's get rid of that. We're not going to use that. That's a little bit extreme. So get rid of this one. This is all what these guys are feeding in. Those guys are feeding in there. So all we need to do is connect that one into there, and then we're practically good. So let me clear this one out. Let me kind of see. Hang on. Can I potentially jump from here to there? Let's just quickly have a look at that, because that could, in fact, do the trick, right? We want to go up a level. Yeah, I think that is a bit of a challenge for us there. Oh man, look at that. And I can even flip it around, right? Let's have a look at this as an option. I'm going to close out. I'm going to get rid of this. That's okay. I'm not too fussed by that. And I'm going to tie you in here, and I'm going to try and get you to get there, right? Are we on this? Yeah, I think we're completely in clash with that thing, isn't it? Actually, it doesn't look to be the case. If we go a little higher, hang on. Let's try that. If we do the one that's at the highest of the high, right? So we're going to put multi in there. We're going to flip it around. So this, from this side, we're not going to make that work, right? We're not going to... Oh, that's just getting that one higher. Potentially, if we did this on this side as well... Okay. Sorry, I'm redoing some stuff that I didn't think I was going to redo. I just want to check one thing, because I think if we can... do a little bit of this. Oh, we need to flip it around so that we can get these guys to tie in there. Yeah, I thought that was going to be a bit of a problem. Let's cancel this one. We don't want that one to tie in there, please. We want to make sure we run this road like so to get a little bit more room here. And then what we're going to try and do is get this one to come back. Yes, beautiful. And now with that one as high as it is over there, right? I'm pretty sure we can come over the top here. So let's just try that. If we do that here, we want the upper ones here. They do not want to give me any love here. Can that work? That doesn't want to work there. Can this work? The building? Is that the building? Yeah, I think this one is... This one... I don't know if it's the building. It might be the building. Let's give it one more shot. question is what are we going to do if it doesn't work? More of this. Okay, so we would want to get it nice and tight. I guess that seems reasonably to want to be okay. If we did this, really, is that? It was kind of working a minute ago. Yeah, okay, that's working. We should be able to find something like that works there. That's okay. And now one more shot through here. I think this will work if I mess around with this a little bit. Give me this. And no, not suspend. Let's just pay for it. Get rid of that ever so quickly. Just want to have a look here. If I run a road through here, and I could redo some of this as well to try and make it work. Okay, pause it there again. Get rid of this as a road connection. I may have to do the next one there too, but I thought this would be sufficient from there to there. Can't build pillars due to infrastructure below. I guess it's this one, right? If I move this one a tad forward, I'm okay. So what we want is we want multi out. Do that, right? I don't really care about this one. Let's flip it around to get the road to go to the other side there. We don't want that. We do want. Yeah, that's the one. Let's try. If we go down a little bit, I just want to see. Maybe that'll work. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So let's just do this, right? That's the end of that. We don't need that one to go any further. Then I want to see if this one works. This one still doesn't want to work. Let's just trim this back and see if it works then, or if we still have some issues. So this is, are we still? Okay, hang on. We're gonna get this to work. Pay for that, and what I'll do is I'm also going to do this, and I'm gonna pay for these two to be demolished. Oh, that one's. Oh, it's one big one. So let's just get rid of all of that. It's gonna start snowing. No, it's still a few more days. So let's get rid of these two. We just wanna, if we get all of this to work, that might be quite useful. Okay, so what I'll need to do is I'll just close out all of that. Okay, beautiful. Now, let's try this. So this guy should be able to tie in there. This guy over there, beautiful. Now, all we need to do is thread the needle to get the roads back. And it will be a challenge to make all of that work, though. But I'm pretty comfortable because that means this entire thing can now work. So the only thing I need to get back in here is the road connection, right? So if we did that and then go in there. Why? Okay, if we say no snapping, please, we should be able to do that. Tie you in over there. And then we'll be able to tie you in over there. So we're going to have a natural chicane in the road here, which will slow traffic down and make it safer. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Okay, so this means that we've got way more capacity in terms of this operation. So, and we're not doubling up on this central section. So everybody is getting their stuff to come in. Okay, all four of them is getting their stuff to come in here. That's fine. And everybody is sending their stuff out. Oh, we don't need. Oh, this is a. Hang on. That one's coming in, so we don't need these. So let's just we'll get rid of these two. I'm not gonna mess up the whole thing again because of this. I'm gonna say you. Let's just see what this is. This is inbound, right? So we don't need the inbounds here. Thank you very much. You don't need those, and you're coming in on this side. In. So the difference now is this was supposed to be able to do the direct import of coal, right? Just see what this is. This is in from that side, in from this side. Yeah, so I don't think I need this one because I'm not gonna be delivering coal directly this way. But what it could do. No, I do want stuff to go in there first, right? Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of this one. And if we wanted to do the additional coal imports, we'll do that next to it. And let's get that sorted out straight away as well, just so that we do have that capability. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna continue to do this, and we're gonna hopefully just squeeze it in right next to it, the very same infrastructure right next to it. Not going to have it at an angle because the whole angle idea won't work. Okay, so that should do the trick there. What we'll do is we will level this one. Right, like so. So we can try and make this guy work. And what we'll do is we'll push these out a little bit more so there's a bit more room. And then the whole idea here is going to be that we will have two aggregate yards here. I don't think we're going to load it and export it from here. I think that doesn't make a lot of sense for our operation. And it'll be fairly. It's not going to be that good anyway in terms of the money. Aggregate unloading again. So we'll spin this one around. We'll try and squeeze it. Some parts needs to be in the water. Okay, so we'll need to squeeze things a little bit more here. Okay, so if we did that, and we make this smaller and we level. Level that out a bit more like so. I think that should now be sufficient. Hopefully we can make that work. Go back to the shipping. No, not this one. The shipping thing. Come on. Where are we getting the? Do we not have? It's over there. Okay, pause it again. I need to push this whole thing a little bit more. That's the issue. If we go with this, I think this will. Oh my! This is now. Let's pay for this with rubles. Oh, just a tad. I just want to see if this goes a little quicker. Well, let's go back to this. What's going on over here? Okay, I think there. Well, let's extend into this area a bit more. I think the basin should be pretty good now. That should be pretty good. Let's just manage the edge condition a little bit more here. Get it nice and tight into some of these corners. I think that should be just fine. That looks to be about a reasonable size there. Oh, let's quickly just level it back up to the same level we had here. I just want to try and get them on the same level instead of generating a difference. Okay, now I think it should work. Right, there it goes. And we can get them nice and close to each other. Something like this. I'm trying to get them to look exactly the same. Now, the one thing we'll need to worry about here is the road we're going to need. But I think that's fine, right? We'll do that one. So we've got the 2 in there. Let's start off by getting our by basically running this guy. And I guess the easiest thing for us to do is to try and get it to a higher level. We'll flip this guy around, and what we'll do is we'll feed it in like this, so we can try and at least get a road in there. And if I can maneuver this guy a little bit to be... Yeah, I think something like that is probably about right. And this time around, I'm going to flip it to this side. Okay, and then what we'll do is we will want to tie it in there, but we've got the wrong option for doing so. So what I'll do is I'll have to clear this one out here, get rid of that, and bring in a new option here where we've got multiples coming in. And we'll just want to try and make sure we are tying all of them together like so. Do it. Excellent. Now get rid of that one, and now all of this should be just fine, and we can get our road to move through here, right? This guy should be able to... Oh, come on. Clear this thing. And if I were to run a little road, so what we'll need to do is we'll need to... This is going to be a bit of an issue, right? Yeah, alternatively, we'll need to do that. Okay, so let's just see. Can we get this to work at all? I guess with that maneuver, it's never gonna work. Yeah, with this thing, it's never gonna work. So let's just... If we were to... Threading the needle, guys. Okay, so if we were to just give it a straight shot through... Right, straight shot through like that, right? Will that work? That should be able to give us some option. Yeah, there we go. So that works, no problems. We could tie this one in over there. I think we can. So let's quickly just do the tie-in. If we don't do that, please don't do that. Let's do that one. So if we could... No, that doesn't want to go down there. So now we need to... Oh, come on. There we go. I'm quite happy. Well, let's continue this one. Let's see. Yeah. Get us through there. Get us up here. Okay, beautiful. So, and then what we'll do is we'll run a bit of a road all the way up here in there. Tie that together. This guy needs a bit of connectivity, so I guess we can... Yes, we can do this, tie this one in, tie that one in. What I'll do here is I'll trim this. Right, so now that's pretty cool. And all of these guys are tied up together. We just need this one. And there we go, guys. I think that's it. We will be probably doing this. Right, we're doing that. We'll do all of these. They've got all their bits and pieces in there. We don't have roads in here. What I'll do for this, I'll do a bit of these service roads. You know what? Maybe we will trim that back and we'll trim it back again, and we'll do it from here. And now we can do something like this. On this side, I've provided a little bit more more room so we can have multiple options here, really. Let's do that. You know what? Let's try get this one out of the way. I'm going to build this whole thing now with some of the yeah. So that one is going in the other direction, which is now not that convenient to us. But I guess we can still try and tie it in through here somewhere. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll just run. So we'll just have some of these gravel service roads in here to be able to serve all of these things. These are all connected. I'm liking it. We probably don't have electricity for all of this, but let's go ahead and build it. It is okay. Well, now all of that is assigned to be constructed, but what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and pay for all of this. So if we said do all of that, please. That's going to cost us millions. So we had something like 24 million or something. Wow, it takes a lot of money. But I think it's looking a little bit better now. I think the bulk of the kind of steel works and stuff has already been paid for. So now we're just finishing it off, right? And so we should have a ship ready any minute now over here that we can then use to start our works here. Man, we're still running. We need to be a little bit more cautious. It's at 11 million. Look at that foreign manpower cost. Jeez Louise. I think we're wow, it's still running. It's still running. Ooh-wee. Anyway, this should make a massive difference. I don't think we'll run out. Maybe we're going a little bit too crazy with these builds. I didn't think it's going to be even remotely as much. Okay, let's just cancel contract finish on our own. Let's do that. We'll at least cancel it on a few of these things. We don't need to build all of them together. We'll let that one finish, and we'll let this one finish. And those can now be assigned to our various teams here to come and sort out the rest of these builds here. I think that should be able to run us reasonably. This should be done, and that one should be done. Yeah, that was a little bit too ambitious. Okay, a little bit too ambitious. So now we've immediately got these things going. This thing is all good to go. We just need basically a path to get workers to it, right? So this guy has everything it needs. It's got water, it's got sewage, it's got all of these kind of things. What we don't have probably is waste management, which will be a thing. But let's quickly just get our paths in place. Ideally, we would want to... Can we cut across here at all? That's not good. That's not good. It's not... I'm kind of wondering, we could maybe... I don't think this will actually even tie in here. Yeah, I don't think we can get that across. So what we can do is we can build a bridge. Okay, so we'll build the bridge and extend this one in there. Let's pay for the bridge. It's mainly concrete, so I'm not too worried about that one. Okay, so now this guy should be within reasonable walking distance there. Yeah, no problems. We'll have to work on the rest. Probably from over here, we'll tie the rest in. There should be enough room to tie the rest. Well, actually, let's quickly do that to make sure we've got that sufficiently managed. This is not good. This is not good at all. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do then, for this one particularly, I'm going to go and try and get a connection through here. Is that workable? Again, with this not wanting to connect. Can we get through here at all? Okay, does that mean we could... Goodness, can we get in there? Yeah, we can. Okay, so now let's try and thread the needle. There we go. I think that'll work. No problems. Oh, that won't work? Get out of the way. Okay. Let's go back. Try and thread the needle again. Unbelievable. Oh. It worked. There was something that just worked here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so that'll tie in there. We need a pathway to come down here. Okay, I guess that's going to go straight down. Something like this, and we will run it through here and into there. And I guess that should give us walkable access to all of these things. Okay, so this one should work. It's running. Excellent. So that should give us more coal to come in there. We should have a ship ready to go. So this guy, okay, I can now set it up on its own. So what can it actually do? It can accommodate... okay, well, what we're going to do, we're going to say a new stop is beyond the Soviet borders. You're going to go and load up on... No, none of this. We want you to load up on coal ore, please. And then your next stop is going to be over here, where you will be unloading coal ore, right? So it's as simple as that. And then all we're saying is please go ahead and move to this stop for us. Excellent. So here you're going to load up on coal ore, and here you're going to unload coal ore. Beautiful. So we can effectively make a start. But what we need to do first is we need to get these guys. I'll switch off this. We need these guys to bring in some fuel for us. So it is basically saying it's loading up on the fuel and bitumen right from those storages, and then it's unloading where we basically need it. So please bring fuel over here. I would like you to please unload fuel up to a certain amount. The connection, what? The connection with the conveyor engine or oil pump are unsupported for unloading. With unloading. Yeah, well, that's fine. We don't want you to necessarily do that. But anyway, so that should be okay. Oh, it's not got no power. Okay, let's get our power in through here very quickly. We've got the power station in here, but we need a little bit more power to run through this area. I can also, from a paths perspective, just quickly go ahead and say, please make a start on all of these paths. Get the guys to come and do some more stuff. I'm kind of tempted to run the train out to go and sell these things for us. We don't need them straight away, but we do need to respond. We do need our cash to work a little bit. So grab me. That's the custom. That's it. So go ahead and make a run. Get us some more cash. That'll be good. This ship should be on the way this way, so we can get a hopper ship in there. We may at some point purchase. I'm gonna do what? You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, I need power first. So let's just get the power in here before we go any further. I think this spot here is picking up all of it. So let's place that one. That one should give everything here power. And we should be able to just run power directly from over there to here. Not that that's ideal by any stretch of the imagination. Is this powered? This is powered. Is this powered? Oh, this is not powered. So let's just see. Will this one power it? It will. Beautiful. So that will work. These will all be powered. So now all of this should work. This one is powered directly from over here, I believe. Yeah, so these should be okay. This one also good. So all of this should be fine. This one should be... Oh, it's already getting its power. Okay, beautiful. So that one spot there should give us all the power we need. So what I'll do is I will quickly go ahead and get that up and running as well. Just so we've got that going. I'm not sure this is going to be sufficient amounts of power. But at least I guess that should help us out a little bit. So let's go ahead and pay for that. We'll go ahead and pay for this as well. So now that should all be powered. Right, so this should now have power. Okay, so the refuelers can make their way over here, I believe. Right, there they go. What I think we need to do is grab a few more trucks for that. I'm going to grab... I've got a few of them here, so I'm just going to grab like 4 of them and move them in there. Fuel is such an important thing for us to have on hand all the time. Let's quickly move them over. While our crews continue to build, we should be able to reasonably get a bit of fueling going in a number of different locations. So I guess the 6 or so vehicles should be sufficient. That's good. We've got that going. These will kind of slowly finish off. Now the issue here is that we're not actively generating enough guys, but that's okay. I've already got the ship in here to bring in some more coal ore, and then the plan would be that we're not going to necessarily continue to import because we're going to generate our own. All of these guys should be more than sufficient. So let's have a quick look here. Do we have the walkability here is not great, right? This one is getting it. So what we'll need to do, I'm thinking we're going to thread the needle with another little path to this side. I don't know how that's going to work, but we'll try. Unless it goes this way. Can we get through there? Yeah, we can. Let's do that. We'll tie in here. We'll bring it over this way. We'll go underneath there. Right, and we will tie that one in there, and what we'll do is we'll trim that, we'll trim this one, and this time around we'll just go ahead and tie it like so and make a start on that. So if I look at this one now, it should quite comfortably get there, and this one is getting there, and this one is getting there. So everybody is now will get workers. Let's go and have a look at water and sewage. No water, sewage. No water, sewage. I think you will have water and sewage. So we need one more water sewage setup to come in over here. So if we go underground, but over there, anything else? Or we could run it in from over this way. We should be able to. Let's have a quick look. Do we have any piping connections? Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to just run it in from over here. And similarly, we should be able to run this guy in there as well. That guy is going to be probably a little bit more problematic. Okay, so let's find a spot for our stuff when we need to make sure that we're up on higher ground. So I'm guessing somewhere over here is probably about the right spot. It should cover both of these. So give me one of these guys. Yeah, beautiful. So that should work. Okay, and give me one of the other guys here for the water as well. That should work, no problems. Yeah, good stuff. That's going to help us out. Now, get the sewage connection moving first. If we go underground and tie it in. It wants to tie in there, but over on this side, the building is in the way. So, yeah, that doesn't want to work. We tighten that up a little. That will work quite nicely over there. Okay, beautiful. So that will work. Vice versa, we need to run in some water here. We'll do that. I'm not going to worry too much about that. We'll get that underway. We'll go above and we'll quickly tie these two in. They're not an immediate requirement for us, so we'll just do this. We can slowly start the construction process here. Also get the helicopters involved to come and bring some stuff. Okay, it's gonna. Oh, it's not snowing now, is it? Is it snowing in November? Oh, okay. Well, then we can speed things along a little bit. So this guy is sitting here waiting to fuel. Oh, it did fuel up, and now it's going to go and get its stuff. Now, I just wanted to have a look. What is a bit of a bigger? And I want to see the direction of its travel. I just want to have a quick look over here where we can. Oh, I need to get this guy to do its thing again. Okay, so let's just make a start on that so we get that moving. Now, over here, if I wanted to buy a hopper ship, right? So I'm after cargo ships. And that hopper ship is the one we've got. So we really only have the one hopper ship. So that's it, really. So if anything, we need to put more of them aside to be able to do that. Let's clear out all of these things. Excellent. Guys, I think I just want to see all of this operation. I want to see where this ship is heading off to. I'm guessing it's off into that direction and not via our canal. But all of the rest of the construction is underway here. So we should be finishing all of these things off lickety-split now. Look at all of this. What is this? What is this guy? What is this guy moving? Are you? Yeah, I guess you are moving. I mean, that makes sense, right? Yeah, coal is moving. We've got another one up and running here. We've got 3 more coming in. So that should give a big boost to our operation. We may just need way more workers. So what I might do is I might bump us up here a little bit on both of these extra 30 workers. Actually, you know what? Now we should just be upping it to a full build out. The one thing that we're probably struggling with here is waste. So waste is not going anywhere. So let's have a quick look at where our waste should be going. No, so we've got nothing working for waste just yet. So let us get a few waste spots up and running. This is the one that I prefer to use. And it would be preferable if we can get it to tie in and work. I mean, we can get it there, but I don't think we can actually tie it in. We could... Wow. It's so tight over here that we're really stuck. And now I've even used that spot there for power. Okay, so what I'm thinking is, right, at the very least, we are going to try and make everybody get their own, right? The one there, this should be fine. One here. Should be able to... These two are a problem. Do I have something a little smaller I can use with paths? I think this one will work. Large containers with paths. Okay, so That one will go in there, and then we'll have to get this one to go in here. Okay. So in order to make sure this is actually up and running, I will link this up over there, and we will quickly go ahead and get this built up. So we've got a little bit of more room there, right? And I'll also do this one. So let's just see. So this guy should, this has got quite a bit of room in there, even though it's a small one, right? How much room does this one have? 156 tons versus one. What? So is this one bigger? It's smaller, but it's bigger? That is not on. See, this one is 156, 156. They're both 156. I should just be building the smaller ones. Anyway, I don't mind it too much. But anyway, let's just make sure we have all of these paths connected and ready to go. Fine. Yeah, make sure we do that so that we can actually assign some construction activities. Get all of this moving. Beautiful. Okay, so slowly all of this will be finishing its construction. It's all tied in already. So the moment they finish construction and we get workers out here, that'll work. We're struggling to get... So this thing is now really out, right? So where is our ship going? I just want to see. Our ship is still heading out over this way. It's pretty slow going, 14 knots. But it'll come back with a nice big load of coal ore. If I go advanced setup, I just want to make sure that... we go coal ore and say that's it. That's the only thing you can actually bring. And that is what you're trying to bring anyway. I don't want to load up on other stuff. So guys, that is our aggregate, or actually effectively our coal ore port. We do have the ability to import coal directly, so we don't have to do it by train if we wanted to do that. This guy is going to go and sell some stuff for us. And over here, we are seeing that fuel is available for the ships to come in and do their thing. So there we go, guys. That's going to be the end of this episode. And we've got it up and running. It is already proving dividends. We are doing a little bit better with regards to coal, but I would like to see a lot more being done as soon as we, and for that reason, we probably need some additional guys over here. Where is what is this guy? This is the train. So please go back home to base. We're back up at 12 million. So that's in a pretty good spot. We'll keep an eye on how many trains we have running on this route. The coal workers route. Let's quickly just have a look at that very briefly. Coal workers route has 3 big boy trains on it, right? So that's actually a pretty good number. We may need to, what I'm thinking is we need to have a look at how we expand over here at Vasastavi, get a few more buildings, a few more workers up and running in this area so that we can stop running trains from Satomic to Lessa. I don't think we need to be running them over here. We can run them from this side. I think we're in a good spot. We just need to figure out whether that all works. I guess that's kind of the plan, and we do have a couple of extra trains ready to go that we can make use of that. Everything else is looking pretty sharp. What is happening over here? Oh, that's some reconstruction in progress. I don't mind that too much. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you've liked it, please hit that like button. Our planetarium is up and running. Do hit that like button. Oh, lots of our infrastructure is getting built. That's good. Over here, we're in reasonable shape as well. Bit more slow going. I need us to get a little bit of workers in this area, maybe around this spot here, so that we can actually just bring in. We can use a little bit more of this. Other than that, this area is actually in pretty good shape. We're just not optimally using it just yet. The Sasselgrad Canal is starting to look pretty good, and we're starting to see a little bit more going on in terms of our shipping. There's more ports that I would like us to get built along the way. Oil port over here, and then the big boy on this side that needs to be built. And this is maybe, this was bauxite mining operation. So much for us to do. Guys, see you in the next episode. If you've liked it, as always, please hit that like button and do leave your comments down below. Bye-bye.